Okay, the next piece that we'll be hearing today is Bernhard Krol. Bernhard Krol was a horn player himself. He played in various orchestras. I think towards the end of his career, he also worked at the radio orchestra in Stuttgart, and that's where he was colleagues with young Hermann Baumann before he left the orchestra in order to dedicate his time to solo playing and recording. Hermann Baumann sadly passed away this past December, so this next week there's an international symposium in Colorado in Fort Collins where we'll have a memorial concert for Hermann Baumann, playing some of the pieces which are in connection with him. And I was very fortunate to have worked with him, also had some lessons, some master classes. I never properly studied with him at the Wolfgang School in Essen, but he was indeed an inspiring person, and what was contagious was his passion for music. He would always sing when he was teaching, and I was fortunate to play a lot of chamber music with him. We did some recordings together, but what I remember most of him is his sort of excitement about the music and the pleasure that he found not only in the music but also in sharing his passion for music with younger colleagues, his student and fellow musicians as well. So he was indeed a very inspiring personality, and we want to honor him and celebrate his contribution to our instrument and music in general. He would have turned 90 this coming month. I think 1st of August would have been his birthday, so we'll have a memorial concert if you happen to be around Colorado. Okay, so shall we play this piece through and then talk about it? Yeah, let's do that. Great. Maybe if you don't mind, I'll go into the audience to hear it there. It's nice to have a different perspective there. Okay? Okay, take your time and enjoy. Okay. Very good, excellent. Okay, how does it feel?
Feels good. This is a nice solid plan.
Yes, it is. It's generous, yes. Okay, so laudatio. What's a laudatio?
It's like praise or worship or...
Exactly. In this case, probably in the religious sense, yeah? Otherwise, when you're given a prize and then a colleague might give a laudatio, so he praises your work and your contribution and so on. But here, yes, I did know Bernhard Krol. He was on the jury when I was doing a competition, and he was indeed a religious man and wrote a lot of music for our instrument, for horn ensemble, other pieces. I had to play this piece called Figaro Metamorphosen, which goes up to a high F. A little difficult at the end of the piece, but anyway. So, what's the story? You don't have to share the details of your story, but it's good to think in images and use your fantasy. How would you describe, imagine that you are teaching me the piece. How would you describe the beginning? What should I go for?
I think of the whole piece because it does feel very religious overall.
Yes.
A lot of a religious feeling. I think the stop section, is like a Gregorian chant or something like
yes,
that.
Yes.
But the whole thing, while it does feel religious, it feels very somber, very solemn, almost like a funeral.
Yes.
Memorializing the loss of a loved one. I think a lot of the minor second, I think a lot of that is the a sighing or something like that. That's
right. Okay, let me try the beginning. And calling people's attention also, maybe. So. So when you're performing on your own, we need to pay attention to not only the sounds, but also the rest in between. And sometimes they're indicated like this fermata after the first measure. So let's be aware of the length and where the fermata lies on the last note and just make it more meaningful. In this piece that we're performing at the last concert, the Messiaen solo, you know, there the silence is very important because it's like, you know, calling and expecting an answer and nothing comes. So you have to fill out that space and create the suspense and the tension, yeah? So a little bit of that maybe also here.
Okay. You ready for the beginning?
Yes, please. Yes, yes. You have something to share with us. If I may, try to imagine that the piano also has a text, yeah? Like the Te Laudamus here. Also the piano parts. So I'll play close to you deliberately here. Stay there. So if I walk away from you and play at a certain distance, it won't sound too, you know, too over-accented, but I think in a hall we have to do that for clarity and also it'll be easier, yeah?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Let's just do the beginning one more time, please.
Yeah.
And now speak. That's right. And then reiterating something. Enjoy the sound, be generous. And then important. Very good, very good. Again, talking about articulation, here on the way up, I think we can be a little bit more brave and really hit the notes on the way up. So not pushing them, not bulging, yeah? Let's start right there. Ta, 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 ti. In other words, that the beginning is the loudest point. Okay. So, yeah. There are wonderful words in different languages, in French, gonfler, and whatever, inflar, and sort of inflate the notes. So that's a big, my teacher was always very strict with that, so I guess I inherited that from him, okay? I still hear a little bit of, rather than, the contrary. Hit the note directly.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So the attacks are great, and now just let's make sure that it's sostenuto.
Okay.
Good. Good, and so on and so forth. Good. Now we have this grave, like the beginning of our Beethoven quintet that we played yesterday, also marked grave, heavy, yeah? Again, imagine that there are two players, one playing here and one a mile away, and they answer each other, so very big and direct. And so on. And when there's somebody answering that, they are also playing forte, but far away. Yeah, so that the character doesn't really change. Can we do the pianissimo one first? Yes. More air and more tongue. Okay. Tum, tum. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And now for the first one, for the fortissimo, let's try to also use our body. So make yourself big. Okay. Yeah. The torso, open up, arms, no tensions there, and that has a good effect on sound quality usually. So. Yeah, open up. Yes, yeah. So that our body and our instrument are one unit, yeah, and that you feel how much resistance there is in the instrument, and then you don't fight it. You just find the perfect balance. Okay. This is a nice big horn with a big bell. You can make a big sound. Probably needs a lot of air. Yeah. Let's do an experiment. Let's swap horns.
Oh my goodness. All right.
There we go. This is F, B flat. If you press, it's B flat, okay? See how you feel on a, nice. On a British.
For that passage?
Yes, for example. Yes, and stay louder towards the end.
Okay.
I'll take care of the water.
Same thing again?
Yes, please. And up, yeah. Okay, how's your impression now?
This one, nice. That's sounded really open.
I mean, what I'm getting at is not selling you one of these. The idea is that you find your voice and independent whether you play Stradivari or Guarneri or whatever, it always is your voice. I can't find the water here. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that. Good. Is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's swap this and now try to do the same. Maybe it sounds a little bit lighter, this one. Okay. So more of a tenor voice rather than, what's your natural voice, tenor or baritone?
Baritonish.
Baritonish, okay. So make it sound more tenor, like Heldent tenor. And the echo. And so on. Good, very good. So we're looking for that freedom and effortless playing there. Now, in this passage, I'm not absolutely sure, but I think gedämpft and gestopft in German can be a difference. Okay. Gedämpft, sometimes, it actually also means using the sordino, but in this case, let's maybe try and play it just as an experiment, half-stopped.
Okay.
So let's think of the half note above and try to find if we can play that in tune. So rather than, this would be fully stopped, but maybe, so half stopped and positions half a step higher. Let's see if that works.
So kind of like that in the bell? Like?
Yes, maybe not going so deep in the bell, but across the bell. Yes, yeah. Let's see. Let's play it open first. Yes. And then you'll have to be here helping yourself with the embouchure because it can easily be out of tune. Like a prayer, yeah. Yes, yeah. So that it's not a huge difference in color, and then when you do open that it happens maybe unnoticed, you know? So. Something like that, yeah? So it's a little more distance, as if you're murmuring, and then you open up more. Yeah? I would use maybe less air.
Okay.
Less air. Now open. Good. Okay. At the ending, I noticed that you were aiming for a gradual diminuendo, and I wonder whether you would maybe consider something like this. Here, thinking more in terraces, like this, yeah? So not going too far away on the second note. And then you can really enjoy going into nothing, yeah? Let's try it, but stay louder for longer.
Insert the B flat.
Yeah, you can start either here or here, wherever is good for you. Beautiful. Then you freeze. And we're still in the... Excellent. Very good, very good. That's very nice. Now there's this leap here of an octave here early on. I was wondering whether we can prepare it by making a crescendo and therefore making it a little easier for ourselves. Let's sing that. Exactly, that connection. You even sang it in legato, which we won't do now, but I think having a healthy lower octave, that will help. Let's try and play that. That's right. So having a clear concept and idea always helps, having a plan, yeah? And then maybe more suspense here or something maybe more exciting. Let's sing it first. And you can finger it while you're singing. That's right. Beautiful voice you have. Did you study some singing?
Yeah, I've done.
Oh, there you go. Wonderful. That's a wonderful thing for horn players. Yeah. Okay, let's use more air through the 16th note. Or stay on the B flat horn.
I just saw you.
Yeah. Let's do it slowly. P ba da da da.
I like that.
That's right. Okay, so maybe you can get when you practice that you get. I know that from G on probably you're used to using F horn, so I make my students in Europe use more F horn, and here vice versa, so that we discover. But when you have so many colors and possibilities for different reasons, for character, for intonation, and so we can use the double horn. Otherwise, we might as well play a single horn. Okay, so that would have been something, but that needs a little bit of practice, so we won't insist that. What else? Maybe similar situation here in the allegro on the second beat. Yabadam, yabadam. Also stressing the first note a little bit, making it very clear. Yeah. Thank you. Let's take a little bit more time. So clarity, yeah. Yes? Yeah. Very good, very good. But the length of the pauses stays the same. Yabada, yabada, yabada. Very rhythmic, yeah? Okay, let's practice this passage a little bit slower, and if I may suggest, maybe doing it a little bit longer in the beginning and then getting shorter on our way up.
Okay.
Not too quick. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just the 3 pickups before it.
Yes, please. Yeah, so we start, imagine that we are string players and we are using more bow at the beginning and then getting shorter. Okay. Yeah, and again slowly. Yes, yeah. In other words, I did a lot of chamber music with woodwind players, and they would encourage me to articulate more. We horn players love it when it's nice and soft and mellow and beautiful soft attacks, but there are situations where we need to speak more, and that would be one of them. So maybe as you continue working on that. And then finally, also, when performing solo pieces, you did a good thing with you tilted your thing, but otherwise maybe you could consider also either playing by memory or just having it like cellist, even lower, so that there's nothing between your audience and you, and they have a feeling that you're really opening yourself for them, like singers do. Yeah. So let's just try that. Please come here. You can use my part if you need to. And also, acoustically speaking, you know, we have our bell here. You notice that it's a nice acoustic here. We can profit also from turning away and having a more indirect sound. Or you can just turn it a little bit and have a more direct sound. And otherwise, I would just maybe recommend having the bell parallel to the wall there, so we have a little bit of reflection, but also a little bit of articulation. That can be a good thing. So you can play with the angle a little bit. Let's hear you play the beginning one more time and try to enjoy this pace. Very good, very good. And you know the piece so well. And this is can I just spontaneously ask you for your reaction? What was the difference between this one, and the beginning?
Much more present.
Much more present, yes.
And he has a much greater palette now for color.
Yes, yeah. It seems much more convincing also. It's your message, it's your music. So I think as brass player we hesitate to play by memory, but it's good to push yourself to do it, like I suggested to Henry as well, learning the piece, and then you can still have the part here and do it. One last comment here about staying, maybe, you know, there's some energy building up, and then there is a rallentando written, but I think later, yeah. So that we could do maybe later and keep going for a while. If you go... Want to try that? So it's actually easier to go there all the way. Let's start here where right before the accelerando. Very good, very good. I like that. And also beep, bop, 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 bop. Also hit the note and run. Now, the shape of the note, not bulging, not getting bigger. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to remind you of that, but it's easier to hear it when you're on the outside. Sometimes I do it myself and I'm not aware of it. You hear a recording and it's, oh my goodness, what happened there? It's usually happens when we're a little nervous and hesitant to hit the note. Good. Do you have any other questions about the piece, or anything else, playing wise?
Yeah. I feel so awkward in that last couple lines there, and just
yes.
Like, the way it, like with the grace notes, and like, are they too short, too long, and
okay.
It just feels a little. It doesn't ever feel like it natural.
So you're an English native speaker. I'm not. Adagio solenne, solemn. How would you describe solemn for me?
Oh, I don't even know how to define that.
We can look for help with our friends here. Solemn. Find a synonymous word for me. How would you describe solemn?
You said solemn?
Solemn, yes.
First word is melancholy.
Yeah.
Or like gray.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes the music is interesting also if we don't put too much, where we're trying to, put some ideas and characters and everything. Maybe nothing. Sometimes, senza espressione. If you said that it's, has a religious dimension there, sometimes you're at peace, you know where your place is, and you accept it. And then the rest we played, yeah? But being at peace, not rushing, not having a sense of direction, but just being at peace. Try. And enjoy your own sound. Yes, good. good. Let's also consider that in this higher range, it's easier to play fuller, louder, so that when the diminuendo happens, let's leave it for later on.
Okay.
Yeah? Try to find the best, the easiest dynamics to play there, and I would play it louder and stay louder. There's always time to go back to the piano, yeah? Good. Amen. Excellent. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you for your beautiful playing. Thank you. It's been a pleasure listening to you. Thank you.